Diaz-Wilson, and today I'm going to be presenting my Creative 2 project on a narrative video game. I was inspired by my visual novel I created last year called Ghost Paths, and I used a lot of the same assets from them, but I completely changed the story. This time my game is called Afterlight, and we'll just jump right in. So how to play. So first the controls are E to pick up items, Q to use items, arrows to move up, down, left, right, and at the very end, A, B, or C to answer the quiz questions. And these will be the main mechanics that are unique to this game. So I'm going to click start, and the music should start, so I'll put the volume up, and then I'll place it back down after it starts a little bit. So that was the loading screen, and now here is the first portion where I kind of wanted to give a sense of almost like agency to the player, where they kind of had a choice in what character they wanted to be during this game. So I added a new character to this, so the sad ghost. These two were previously in my other story, so I'll go with this ghost. So to sever the tether, find what grounds you, unearth the memory, face the shadow, and choose what to carry into the light. So basically this is a mystery-themed ghost game, and so you're kind of trying to figure out, I'm going to spoil it, you're going to figure out kind of like what happened to you and hopefully find the light. So this room feels familiar. So you'll go around the room and the only book without dust, so we'll select E. Looks like a diary. It reads March 17th. She didn't even finish her coffee, and it worked. Love, tea. So we'll keep floating around. Wow, this plant hasn't been watered in a while. Nothing too crazy. What an odd smell in this coffee. And all these have been from hovering and selecting E. So we'll try picking up this candle. Wow, you now have a candle. Okay, nothing to select over here. And then you go over this. They look like they are sisters. Wow, such pretty long black hair she has. And so we'll try selecting E to see if there's anything. Looks like a recipe of some sort. Some really weird ingredients, like fresh mushrooms harvested in the forest. Odd. And so once you've kind of found everything in a room, this button will pop up so you can go to the next room. This place gives me the chills. I need light. So we'll select Q to light up the place. What beautiful fairies, but they feel sad for some reason. So we'll explore some more. I see mushrooms here. So we'll select these. This is kind of a play on the last room where they said that the recipe will need mushrooms. And here's some more added art things that I added to this. Freshly turned soil. Did someone try to hide something here? So we'll click E. There's black shiny hair here. Just like the black hair we heard earlier. I think I see something shiny. So we'll click E. A locket with the initials LH and faint blood smears. Why does this feel personal? So now we'll go to the next room. What a cold, cold room. Is this a basement? A freezer-like room? Kind of explore some more. Nothing's clickable. We hover. A lot of these potions don't seem safe. So we'll go over the cauldron. I wonder if I can add these mushrooms to this, like in the recipe. So we'll select Q to drop the mushrooms. That smell, it's the weird smell that was in that coffee. Now some things are kind of connecting all together. We'll go to this note now. Kind of select E over here. I know you're upset, but let's please talk about this. L. Okay, and so this was our final room. So now when we click this, we'll go to the questionnaire. What is your name? So if you couldn't catch on, the name is Lily. The locket had the L on it, and the last note also had an L on it, but we'll click the wrong answers. So we'll go with B, Talia, because we saw B on the diary in the first screen. How were you killed? So poisoned. Who killed you? So it's your sister, and I wanted to make sure to not put like a boyfriend or a friend, so you can tell that it had to have been the sister because it was someone who knew her, someone who was relatively close. So be your sister. The vengeful spirit. You couldn't remember your story. The pieces still don't fit. You may never move on. Welcome to the start of a vengeful spirit. The end. So that was my game, and this is the bad ending. There's a good ending where you get all the questions right, and the spirit basically finds the light. Thank you for watching.